What's up, boys? Cave Talk episode 40. Today I just want to talk about why, God planted your dreams in your mind for a reason. It's not an accident that you want to have a Lamborghini. It's not an accident that you want to retire with parents. It's not an accident that you want this big life, you want a lot of kids, or whatever the case is for you. It's not an accident that these things are in your brain. It's there for a reason. It's because God knows what you're capable of. I think Steve Harvey, if that's his name, Steve Harvey said that, if you're trying to become rich, who's going to stop you? The only way that you're going to be stopped is if you tell someone who doesn't want you to become rich or doesn't think that it's the best thing, and then they demotivate you. Because the hardest thing in life is when someone else is holding you back. If you're holding yourself back, that's easy. That's internal, right? And when I say easy, I'm saying easier than external. But when there's someone in the way of between you and your dream life, you and your goals, that's the hardest thing, because you've literally got to just either handle it or get them out of the way. Now, I'm not saying obviously kill them. I'm just saying, you have to avoid them, or you have to try and work out, okay, how can we keep this relationship without it being toxic towards my goals? Does that make any sense? But for me, I was lucky. I've never really had anyone in my life that was I've had some old friends who would make fun and stuff, but who cares? They're not my friends anymore. So apart from that, I haven't really had anyone. My family, friends, they've been pretty supportive overall. But yeah, boys, for a lot of you guys, you're saying your vision, you're saying your dreams, you're saying your goals to your mum, your dad, your brother, your sister, your friends, your school teacher, whatever, and you're surprised when they don't agree with them, or when they say, oh, that's not possible. Of course they don't think it's possible. When someone says something's not possible, you got to understand, it's not that it's impossible, it's that it's impossible for them. I truly mean that. I know that's been said probably a million times in this world, but it's actually true. If I say to you that it's possible to become a national runner and run for England at 16 years old, I can say that to you because I've done it, so I know it's possible. Whereas the other people, if you say, oh, I'm going to become a millionaire, if they haven't done it and they've never got close and they don't know anyone close to them who has ever became a millionaire, and they truly in their heart believe that for some reason it's just the rich keep on getting richer and it's impossible for poor people to become rich, well then why would they trust it? Why would they say, yeah, sure, you can go and achieve it? If they don't genuinely believe that you can do it, that's why they say you can't do it, because they don't believe that they can do it. If I believe, and I know for a fact that I can become a millionaire, if someone else tells me I want to work my ass off, I want to do this, I'm going to become a millionaire, I'm not going to sit there and say, no, it's not possible, because I know that I'm going to become a millionaire. Same way, for example, I've ordered a Rolex that's coming, it's 5th or 6th, so it's hopefully tomorrow or the day after. The max it'll be is Saturday, so you guys will see that in the next 2 to 3 days. I should have never bought a Rolex. I'm not saying I shouldn't have, as in it was the wrong decision. I'm saying because of my situation. I was born in poverty. I was literally born not in a third world country. Luckily I was born in England, but in a council estate, in the most dangerous, I think it's the second most dangerous town in the UK called Workington, which you can type out if you really want to check. I grew up there. No one around me had money. A lot of them didn't even have money for rent. They'd literally go into debt. Or I think one of my neighbors, they got stuff taken out of their house because they didn't have enough money to pay for rent. A TV was taken, etc. And now I'm buying a Rolex? That shouldn't have happened technically. Imagine I told people back there in the council estate, oh, I'm going to buy a Rolex in, 7 years. I moved there a while ago. Moved from there a while ago. But imagine I said that. They'd say, oh, that's unrealistic. That's impossible. If I believed that, then I never would have put in the work to get what I wanted. So my point in this cave talk, and it's obviously cave talk episode 40, I think I already said, but my point in this cave talk is just to tell you, you have your dreams, you have a vision for a reason. I promise you, whatever your vision is, you can achieve, because God put it in your brain. God isn't mean, right? He doesn't put things in your brain which you think you can achieve that are unachievable. Impossible. He wouldn't do that. Instead, he puts things in your brain which he knows you can achieve. And if God knows you can achieve it, that's all you need. You only need God on your side. If you keep God number one, right, you please God and you do the right things every single day, and he's giving you a vision, then trust it. Trust it. Why would you give up? The thing is, God gives us free will as well. So if he gives you a vision, it's not like he can control whether or not you fully get that vision. He can help you, but he can't fully control. At the end of the day, it's going to be up to you to not give up to you to put in the work. But if you're just going to give up halfway, what's the point in that, man? What's the point in that? Like, imagine God gives each person a dream, and then he gives you a dream as well. And then you look at the dream, and you're inspired for 2 months, and then on the 3rd month, you give up on that dream. That's not good. Like, you're not pleasing God. You're not actually working hard. You have a dream. You have a vision in your brain for a reason. That's what I'm trying to say. You can achieve whatever you want. I created a vision board about 1 year ago, 1 year and a half. No. Yeah, probably about 18 months ago. Yeah, 12 to 18 months ago. And I was flat broke at the time. Flat broke. I had nothing. And now in that vision board, the only thing I don't have now is the Lamborghini. That's it. And by the way, I can't even physically get that because I'm 17. Number one, I haven't even got my driving license yet. I'm not able to drive at the moment. But number two is because the insurance it's not that it's extremely expensive. I mean, that would be the case, but you physically cannot get insured in the UK on a Lamborghini, especially as your first car, especially at 17. So instead, I'm going to have to buy a Porsche. First world problems. I know. It's depressing, but it's part of the game, innit? So I'm going to either buy a Porsche or a Mercedes-Benz C-Class. It depends which one I'm even allowed to drive. Anyway, back to the point. Like, the only thing I don't have on that vision board is the dream car. And I will have that. Because I know I will, because the other 9 visions I've already achieved. Right? I put one of the photos in the top right. I remember. I'll show it one time on camera. I'll show it. Maybe in the next couple cave talks. When I buy the Rolex, maybe, or whatever. But on the top right of the vision board, I had a picture which was me, like, snowboarding. Or it wasn't me. It was some random guy snowboarding. Because I always loved skiing, right? I've done skiing as a kid. So I was like, all right, cool, I want to ski. This year, right, 2025, in November/December, I'm going skiing in the French Alps for 5 weeks. How is that possible? Because I was broke. I wouldn't be able to do that when I created the vision board. But I had the vision. I knew I could achieve it. And then boom, I set out and achieved it. So whatever you want in life, you can achieve. I had another one, which was just a plane, and it was like a beautiful clouds. Like, it was a nice aesthetic image. And it was basically just my mind of, like, just traveling around. This year, I'm going to over 10 countries. How? Because I had the vision when I was broke, and I kept on going because I knew that God put it in my mind. And if God puts it in your mind, it's because it's possible. It's because it's achievable. He wouldn't put something in your mind which is just unachievable. That's stupid. So whatever your dream is, go for it. And don't let anyone else say that you can't do it. Like, don't listen to people who haven't achieved what you want to achieve. If I'm trying to become a millionaire, why would I ask a broke guy or tell a broke guy that I want to become a millionaire? I know that he doesn't believe that he can become a millionaire, so he's going to tell me it's not possible. Why don't I ask someone who has what I want to have? Why don't I ask someone who was broke and went to rich and is now a millionaire whether or not I can become a millionaire? And guess what? Every time I've asked someone who was in the situation which I wanted to get to, they said, yes, it's 100% achievable, but it's hard because there's this, which you've got to overcome. Yesterday, I spoke to my mentor who has one Ferrari, 2 Lambos, a Rolls Royce, and there's one other as well. I can't remember what it is. Anyway, he has 5 supercars. He's like 24 years old. 5 supercars at 24 years old. And I said, what's one cliche, like, what's just one piece of advice you give to a young guy? And it was very, very, very cliche, but it's so true. He said 5 words. He said, don't quit, just never stop. Like, I know that sounds cliche and you're like, wow, that's amazing advice. But it's true. If you just don't quit and you just never stop, you're going to become successful. Like, just never stop. That's the only thing you have to have. The only trait you have to have as an entrepreneur who wants to become successful is you're consistent and you never give up. That's it. If you are consistent and you never give up, you don't even need to put in 100% effort every single day. You don't even need to. You can put in 70% effort over a long-ass period of time and you'll get the results. Now, I'm not recommending it. I'm saying putting in as much work as possible is going to get you to the result as quickly as possible. But what I'm saying is the most important things, even ahead of hard work, is just consistency, which I guess links to hard work. But consistency is just never, ever, ever give up. Never, ever, ever give up. That's the one trait. If I could give anyone out there one trait that would guarantee them success in whatever they do, never give up. Never, ever, ever give up. Because as soon as you give up, now your goals are guaranteed to not happen. Now your vision is guaranteed to not happen. If you don't give up, they're going to happen. Success is guaranteed, speed is not. So yeah, boys, keep on going. You can achieve whatever you want. You'll see the Rolex in the upcoming videos, which is insane. Like, at 17 buying a Rolex. I don't know many people have done it. So yeah, boys, it's been a pleasure. Link in the description to work with me one-to-one. Link in the description for my Instagram as well, which is absolutely amazing. Where you'll see a lot of lifestyle, value, content, etc. And you can also message me there if you want, if you got any questions or whatever. And then I also got a free Telegram channel with over, I think it's like 790 or 800 voice notes now. of pure gain, completely free. So click the link in the description, and I'll see you boys in the next video. Peace out.